Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, Project Rebirth. Let's see. What do you have for me here? Damn. Immediately bombarded me here, huh? Let's see what's going on with my cursor. Flashing in and out. Is that because I have my controller connected? Maybe. Let's see. If I disconnect the controller, am I gonna be able to see my mouse? Yeah, there we go. You're a little bit too loud, but I'll worry about that later. So if I connect my controller back in now, then yeah, my cursor becomes a little bit spastic. At least it's still working somewhere. You just can't see it visually. That's all the upgrade that I can get eventually. Sure, sure. Is there an option screen to lower the volume? I guess not as of yet. No, at least I'm glad that the game registers my controller immediately. If I disconnect and connect it back in while the game is still running. Different lives, playstyles. Gonna lower the volume on you real quick though. There we go. Yeah, let's put you there. What can I get here? Hit point upgrades. Why does this one look differently than the other ones? A little upgrade, not upgrade, but arrow, huh? Just to differentiate it slightly more, huh? Fair enough. And it's all just hit points, loot upgrades, total. Rare loot uncommon, epic, fair enough. An additional dash immediately after the first one. It's gotta be the most important one of them all. I guess it makes sense as well that it's the most expensive one from the get-go. With 2 extra rerolls, 6 extra, fair enough. So what do I wanna try out first with? Gauntlets, blades, hammer. Let's see if I can maybe give them all a try, see how different it feels from each other. That's quite the aggressive loop you got going on with the music. Can maybe make it loop slightly better. With the fade ins and outs and everything. But oh well. Engineering. Camp it is. You've been busy, found anything useful? Have I been busy? I don't know. It's my first time. Just a bunch of spare parts and building materials, rookie. But if you give me a sec, I can whip something up. Okay. Is scrap the thing that I'm using for buying upgrades? No idea. It's a little bit awkward to just go through the menu here sometimes. It's like my inputs are locked occasionally where I hit the button and nothing happens. If I click the select key too rapidly. That's annoying. Does it happen with the thumbstick? Nah. Only if I do it with D-pad. Funnily enough. Huh. Oh well. Health repair, lock, melee damage, gadget damage, weapon arm damage, lots of stuff to worry about later. Cool, cool. Movement speed and dashes. Give you a bit of a idea what kind of different builds you can have later on, huh? One focused on dashes, one on movement speed, one on sharpnel on kill, maybe. Whatever that means as of now. I have no idea. Critical chance, critical damage. Just give me a critical chance, I guess. So these are gonna be battles, question marks, random events, shop. Does the same gimmick happen here with my D-pad controls? Where it locks me off of doing something from time to time? Yeah. That's slightly annoying. Some D-pad specific shenanigans going on. Guess that probably I'm gonna have to actually read through the little control scheme explanation on the web page. Because without tutorials, I'm just going on here blindly. Aww. Spamming the button doesn't do anything either. My bumper. Something tells me maybe I don't want to be playing this on the controller. It's a little bit finicky. What if that's just my controller being busted, or the game is kind of going about it in an awkward way? Let's see. Dash, LB, light attack, X, left click. Weapon art. Well, maybe that was like a weapon art thing that has a cooldown on it. Fair enough. Light attack X, heavy attack Y. Let's try that at least. That can be spammed over and over again. I don't want to see this every time. Whoops. Kinda just went. And I randomly picked something without even knowing. Maybe when I'm disabled, being able to spam through the text and then accidentally pick some random upgrade. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the bumpers are for more cooldown specific shenanigans, fair enough. What was dashing? Bumper, left bumper. Left trigger lock on. Alright. I can get into this. Defeated by the enforcer. Rooms cleared, enemies defeated, damage dealt. Nice little stats screen. Hey guys, I'm already dead. Please get away from my corpse. Don't mutilate it even more. You bastards. Alright, this time try not to spam through the dialogue too quickly. There we go. Critical damage, gadget damage. Yeah, just give me critical. Let's see, move, controls, yep, look right, yada yada, jump with A button. Light attack, weapon art, gadget BF. Okay, that's gonna be circle for me then, I suppose. My DualShock controller. Select blade. D-pad. Oh, can I switch weapons mid-fight already? Or is that something that I can only do later after unlocking those weapons? Yeah, I guess that's later. Oh, okay. Can I lock onto a barrel? Guess not. Can I... Somewhat, yeah, I can explode the barrel. Throw it towards the enemies and have them be doomed then. There was something about parries being a thing, right? Or perfect dodges. Dashing right before an attack lands. Yada yada. Does that maybe let me deflect bullets? Or give me something? Oh. Small cooldown, yeah, before I can dash again. Give it to me. Well, maybe give it to me slower, sir. Maybe it doesn't work on bullets. Maybe it's my timing. Who knows? I'll give it another attempt on some melee, some more bullet shots. I'm not gonna be able to get through the first battle here while goofing around with the controls, ain't I? Am I? Melee combat feels very snappy, though. Almost too snappy when you're trying to not run yourself off the ledge, though. Maybe have some more a safety net to not be able to launch your own character off the ledge as easily. Like a soft invisible wall type of thing. Oh, I survived. Epic mod. Rare gadgets. Just give me a mod. I do love me some items with benefits and drawbacks to it. I wish more games had that. As long as the trade-off feels somewhat fair. And it's not one thing being vastly superior than the other. Bears, I guess that's just health? Okay, oh, I'm getting all of them. Okay. Thought I had to choose which one I'm going for. Pool, whatever. Pool, yep. Style 8. Was that stylish, really? Let's see what the question marks are about. This one was just random encounter again. Alright. I want to parry something. Or do the perfect dodge. I want to lock on to somebody with just the right joystick. Sadly, I can only do it with all left, what was it, trigger or bumper? Oh, fuck them. Steam, get out of my screen. You think that would be the natural way I had to do it? Lock on with the bumper. Right trigger, I mean. Not bumper. Instant cooldown chance. That's because my mouse is over it. That's why it's highlighting both of them. Yeah, let me do it with the bumper, please. Damn it, stop saying the bumper, I mean on the thumbstick. As most games do. Anyway. How late do I need to be with the dodges for it to count as a perfect one? Let's read through this real quick again. Dashing right before an enemy attack lands will negate any damage and is considered a precision evade. Okay, maybe there isn't some sort of a visual indicator when you do it perfectly. At the moment at least, so maybe that's what is tripping me up. Well, hopefully in the future then. Becomes more apparent when you do pull off a precision evade dodge. Precision evade, as they call it. If a red ring appears around an enemy when they attack, the attack cannot be negated. It must be avoided entirely. Alright. You can dash during your own attacks at any moment. You can continue the combo from the same point after the dash. That's huge. To be able to chain your combos over and over again while still dodging. That's good to have. If you have purchased another weapon, yep. Bottomless pits will instantly kill any enemies that fall into them, making them a good way to yada yada. You can skip them and take scraps to spend later at the merchant instead, yep. After you finish a run, whether you win or lose, you'll earn some materials to spend on upgrades. Roguelite, yep, elements. So far, those upgrades are being spent on not too interesting number increases for health and loot plus type of things, but it's standard stuff anyway. All good. Alright, let's try to see if it's just my timing again or there is no indicator as of yet for evading perfectly. Yep. At this point, maybe I should just remove the mouse entirely from my computer so it stops messing my menu selection. Alright, let's get rid of the extras. Would be nice to also have some sort of a soft lock-on system. Well, I guess there kinda is one. Hard to say if there is one or isn't. Anyway, get rid of one of you. Thank you. Oh, you're still alive after all those hits that I did to you. Down you go. I wonder if having a life bar on them would be better or not. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kinda iffy on those situations most of the time. I guess the preference is to be able to see how far they are in their life cycle, but could go either way. Anyway, perfect dodges, please. Eh. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I guess there just is no perfect evade indicator. Oh, there is one. Never mind. I was just too imprecise before. Fair enough. Well, good to know. Oh, that's a nice little last kill slowdown effect to make it feel more explosive. Enjoyable. Repairs, instant cooldown chance, gadget damage. I'm not really too interested in building anything specific quite yet. As I'm tossing myself on the controls as of now. Bunch of helpful henchmen waiting here. You got a plan? Of course, I'll run towards them, hit them with my weapon till they stop moving, and loot whatever is not nailed down. Mix it up a little, you know. Okay. Lock. What does the lock give me? Just better loot, I'm guessing. Repair, scavenge. What good can you get me in a shop? Any tips for young mercenary on the rise? Don't neglect your weapons, a lot of harm can be avoided if your enemies perish before they can strike. Fair enough. Your standard enough shop. Rerolls. Going through without buying anything. That's real expensive to buy a second weapon. Wonder how smooth it feels to cycle through them on the fly. Gadgets. Well, I can't really do anything decent here with my money. Blocking you from being able to select previous nodes here would be good, since what's the point really? Just let me cycle through the options that are available to me and be done with it. Wonder how hard does it get later on if I can just auto evade everything. I mean, made attack myself. Whoop. Yep. Legendary gadget. Woo. Let's see what variant's legendary tag then. Gotta start using mine. Thumbstick for the selection. So the D-pad doesn't glitch out on me. Explosive kill chance. Scales with melee damage, critical damage. Instant cooldown chance, +2, +3. Upgrade the current ones. Cool. Give me that. Explodes for damage. Launches enemies. Explodes. Launches enemies. Give me mines. Hey. Attack the target that I want you to attack instead of starting to randomly attack somebody who was behind me there. Even though some gunner was right in front of me that I wanted to hit. That's gonna be a bit of a struggle, I guess, for this kind of a game to figure out how to do. How to have the player and the little aim soft lock system synergize with one another, so it doesn't the two don't go against each other. Yeah, get some upgrades here already. Yep. Don't suppose we get a clear path off ahead. Wouldn't that be today? Got some stuff here that'll help you make it clear though. Movement speed, that's a pretty Good upgrade to have, I suppose, from the very beginning. Thank you. Do I feel that much faster? Can't say I do. Yeah. I think I would struggle less if dodging and lock-on was not on the same side of the controller. Would be... I don't know, then again, having it be on the thumbstick would get my thumb off of the face buttons. So in that case, maybe have the lock-on be on the left thumbstick, since you are holding control of that at all times anyway. Some experimentation there to be had, I suppose. Feels like the most natural control scheme from the very get-go. Of course, if you let a player be able to rebind them, then it's on the player anyway to find what he prefers the most. Dashes, health, movement speed, 80%. This feels insane versus what, 30% health reduction? Give it to me. Boom. I haven't really tried to dodge out my own combos too much and then continue in. Whoops. I'm really not doing a good job at fighting here, but it is what it is. One thing that I noticed just from looking at screenshots, the game looks very flat. I wonder if that's gonna change down the line, or it's still gonna be these vastly huge rooms with nothing in them besides barrels and enemies. Makes it easier on pathfinding and everything else, but kinda gets boring with time. But it's all just so flat. So that's something to juggle as well down the line. Chain dash, air dash, sure. Besides that, I could see this be a fun little game to get through. Combat feels fine enough as of yet, and I haven't even tried to buy. Well, I haven't been able to buy, but just try new weapons from the very beginning. Maybe I should give that a try, see how the others feel. Oh, and I have not been using the abilities at all. Whoops. Let's try to get through this a little bit better, eh? Maximum health, lucky, just give me tanky stuff, I guess, to survive a little bit longer, so I actually see what's maybe the end of the chapter. A boss of some kind. Melee damage. Thank you, thank you. Question marks. Don't suppose we got a clear path up ahead? Wouldn't that be... Yep, I already read that. So it's basically an upgrade without a fight, huh? That's what's going on in this event. Ooh, a purple one. Is that a mini boss equivalent or? Oop. Having some sort of dash attacks would make your regular moveset more interesting as well. For more variety. Okay, that's got a pretty big AoE actually. Eat a barrel, sir. Barrel, thanks. Okay, sure. I'll fly off on the ledge to get a bit you. Get your damage repairs. Get me hull. Since I want to survive longer. Sharpnel on kill. Skills with gadget damage. Explosive kill chance. Give me that. I'm not really using gadgets at all. Mines. I'm guessing that's just a health regain, right? Shush phone, I don't need you. Oh, you also get an upgrade of your choice here. Maximum health, movement speed. I got a lot of movement speed. Oh, that was different from, never mind. I don't have a lot of movement speed. Give me health. So far, there's not really that much variety, it seems, when it comes to those random events. Okay, right bumper, launch move. Right one. More of a ranged attack. Fair enough. Ah, those blue ones are quite the bastards, I'll give them that. I'm not expecting them to launch that big for an AoE move. You live, you die, you learn, I suppose. Oh, let's give the gauntlets a try. Piercer, strike through enemies. A quick kick that sends both you and your enemy into the air. Take a defensive stance the very instant before an enemy attack lands the counter with a devastating headbutt. Some more of a parry there. Weapon arts. Deliver an upward swing that sends all but the heavier foes into the air. Destructive downward slam that can decimate groups of enemies. Well, sure, give me this. There's a bunch of helpful henchmen right ahead, got a plan, yada yada. Does seem to launch them quite a long distance. Oop. And if you don't launch yourself kind of off the ledge here, it's very hard to jump back into the arena as well. Unless I dash. Whoop. I guess there kind of is a soft invisible wall. I mean, you're not attacking anything. The moment you get yourself mid-combat, it kind of disappears, I think. So when you need it the most, it's not really there anymore. Hold on. I want to see that again. Get somebody next to a ledge. There's no ledges here. Sad. Core of the game, that is the melee combat, at least with the sword, feels pretty good. So at least, since that is the case, it's fun enough to play. As for the rest of the systems, I would need to play around with them more and see what works, what doesn't. Pulls enemies towards you, hell no. Like all the gadgets and whatnot that I have not even tried to activate a single time yet. Yeah. That was the gadget button. Guess I was launching some explosive arrows. Can't say I was reading too much. Let's get some health upgrades. Wait, what? Oh, I can sell them as well. I see. Okay, so I want to try out something else. It's not locked in. Sure. Go back to the fists. Yep. Did not mean to lock into an automatic pick, but oh well. Die, please, you bastard. Range is so big. You kinda just need to double dash out in order to escape it. And explosive ships, let's see the mines. Can you have only one tool on you at any time? Or is it more? Audio kind of layered on top of each other there. So you hit like 10 enemies at the same time. Might be a little bit obnoxious with how it sounds. A little bit too loud. The camera doesn't seem to be struggling too much either, which might be a problem with these kind of games, but as of now, haven't been into a situation where I wrestle with it. Moment speed, yep, sure. Moment speed, sure. See if I pick something else. Is that gonna swap out my current tool? Rarity plus. Does it say anything about multiple tools being equipped here? Hold on. Light attack, heavy attack, weapon arts, gadgets, B. Select blade, select gauntlets. You can dash at any time during your yada yada. If you have purchased any other weapon, yep, feats in battle. High style ranking. Nothing about that, alright. I do like me some style meters in games. I feel like not enough games utilize it. Just a nice tool how to incentivize quote unquote better play. And if done right, it's not gonna disincentivize. Well, not disincentivize, but feel like too big of a negative for people that are maybe struggling with getting the chain. Be great. Old style gets to S, S++, and whatever else is that. Oh. Does your camera even try to do anything on its own? Nope, not really. It's fully in my control as far as I can see. So whenever I just pick a different gadget, it's gonna remove what I already had equipped, right? Making it kind of awkward to get gadgets offer too, since there's so many of them, but you can only have one active at any time. And you get a lot of dead dog choices being given to you. Something to maybe think about. Let's give the hammer a quick attempt. I still want to see what's at the very end before I end here. As well, so let's try to manage my time appropriately. Oh, I did not really use, hold on, abandon. Didn't get a feel for the special moves since I didn't use them a single time. Go back, give me help. And oh, that was the parry move. Whoops. Didn't really get to actually utilize it. Yeah, like I mentioned before, some of the moves maybe feel a little bit too snappy and fast even. Where you are beating down on a random goon, he dies, and then you just, without even thinking much to yourself, are already on the next one. In under a second, how fast you move and how big your dash range is. Certainly you're at the other side of the arena hitting somebody else. Kind of bottom mashing almost. Oh, crit chance. Melee damage, repairs. Oh, not the big one. He's a nuisance. Can I parry you? Okay, maybe let's clear the area. Ow! You came at me from off screen. That's a thing to be careful about as well. How off-screen attacks are being indicated to the player. If you even want to have indicators or not. Because it can feel quite BS if you just get hit by something you couldn't even see. Alright, berry please. You know what? Forget berries. Let's try it again. Do I hold the button? No, it's just also a small window. And with the slight lack of visuals, it's hard to get a feel for how long that window is active. Alright, hammer time. What if both are highlighted? What happens then? And I click next. I'm not sure what happened there. Which one of the upgrades I got? Yeah, slowest weapon of them all. As it should be. On the heavy attack is a charge move. Cool. Kinda covers the three, not really playstyles, but... well, kinda, yeah, three different playstyles with the weapons. Get my mouse out of the way. You got your fast gauntlets, medium speed sword, and then the heavy hammer. Slowest of them all hammer. Good stuff. Well, you can kinda hear the range attacks start off. Even if they are off screen, some of the melees are harder to notice if something is about to hit you. Well, I guess that lunge was fine, but... well, I guess there's some sound cues to it at least. So it's not like you can't figure out when something's about to come to you. Still, maybe visual indicators of some kind are worth considering. Not a huge fan of having your abilities be going on cooldown from the very beginning. I guess it prevents you from just clearing most of the enemies already by just spamming abilities from the very beginning, but... maybe have them both be on a 5-second cooldown instead of both of them having different cooldowns that you gotta keep in mind. 5 seconds, 12 seconds. Or whatever it was for the heavier move. Just feels bad not being... feels bad not having access to all of your movesets from the very beginning of the fight. When you wanna click the buttons, but you gotta wait before you can click the buttons. Let's see what's the most serious run I can have here. Stick to the sword, start a run. Critical damage. Oh. Enemy variety might be a problem later on. So hopefully that's gonna be kept in mind. Have more different enemies. Challenge you in different ways. Health. Tank. Here I come. Melee damage, maximum health. No. What's my base critical chance? 0%? Is that it? I guess so. Let's see. So it's gonna be now 16, right? Can I see my stats while being on the map here? Sadly not. Gotta go into a menu of some kind to be able to see what I already have. Whoop. Ow. Game has the potential of making you feel like a badass when you chain all the attacks and abilities and add in a tool here and there. I'm not there yet, but it's possible. Orbit Sea for 15 seconds, sure. Sounds self-explanatory, you know. That I can just activate and not worry about. Critical chance 16% now, yeah. For example, I would want to heal now? Maybe, but I don't know how low on health I am to maybe consider if it's even worth going to the camp now or if I can risk going to the fight already. Because there is no stats screen. Sad. Oh, I deflected the bullet, that's cool. Kind of just did it on accident. Right? You got your classic bullet deflection moves, that's good to have. Reinforcements. Alright. Oh, I wanna hit the barrel. Did the music get fancier when reinforcements arrived, or is that just the natural track? I feel like there's some more oomph to it, but I did not pay enough attention to actually be able to say that. Yeah, with these choices you just automatically scrap, I suppose. If you get the tool that you already want from the very beginning. Hardly feels like a choice at all. Scrap. Yeah, give me health regen. Yep. High risk, high. As much as I like to see how well it flows to change between weapons. Mid fine. I kinda wanna get through this further, so let's not pick that. 2x. If I buy you now, does that mean I can activate it more times, or it's just a waste of a purchase? I don't know how that works. Weapon art damage, instant cooldown chance. What do I have here? Yeah, the big man. Laser dude. Oh. Probably wanna... You would think that if you locked onto a target, the camera would follow him, but not quite. Oh. Reinforcements. So does he have phases? Alright. The ads aren't that big of a problem at least. So you can mostly just focus on dude himself. Careful. Odd. Oh, I'm still alive. Might actually be able to do this if I'm careful. Just focus on surviving. Aw. Sad. Yeah, the camera needs some work. Figure out the nice middle ground between giving the player control over it and having the camera assist the player on its own. I want to get two weapons on me at the same time. Just see how that feels. Let's see if I can get there quickly. Damn, okay. Dude just launched a barrel at me. Good on him. Can respect that. Oh. Two dashes. Give me 64 coins, no. Oh, don't launch that towards me. I just want to hit the barrel damage without having to lock onto an enemy with my moves. Nope, decided to focus on that dude instead. Even though I didn't have a hard lock onto anyone. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to a boss. Die. Aw. Haven't noticed that? Haven't noticed yet, but I wonder if there's post-hit invincibility of some kind. To make sure that you don't get absolutely bamboozled by getting hit multiple times in a row. Can I activate all the moves mid-jump? Seems like it. Sword arts or whatever they were called. Legendary gadget. 280 damage when triggered. I mean, since a lot of the enemies are kind of hurdled up together and there's not that many of them, feels like the choice of having the most damage on a tool is better. For now. Just to one-shot them as quick as possible. Instead of bothering with smaller damage but more often usable. Balance-wise, who knows? What would be considered maybe more optimal. Oh. Give me more luck. Oh, you bastard. Well done, though. Knocked me kind of off the ledge, so I take more damage than I would have. But just the hit. I want to hit the blue gun, not change my target to the other one, suddenly. There goes all my health. I don't care about gadgets, give me mod. Melee damage, sure. Mod. +2 dashes, critical chance. All of these come with negative. Critical damage. These ones are kind of useless if you have 0 critical chance. So if you get this offer at the very beginning, it's just a dead choice as well. If you have 0% chance as default. Heal. Heal me. There we go. Can I chain different combos? Now's the question. It'll be awkward to do that on a boss, but I'd rather die and try than die a little bit later and not try. Not 3 weapons too much for my small brain to handle. Moments, I don't want any of these. Critical damage, critical chance. Can get this. Can get this and do another reroll. Yeah, and then all the tool options in the shop are also dead choices, since I don't want to be changing my tools, which is lame. Sad. Also, I'm already kind of apathetic for the kind of choices that I'm being given. Mostly it just seems kind of generic, numerical. Increases more damage on this, more critical there, less critical here. Nothing too interesting in the choice department. Bro. Yeah, switching between weapons seems decent enough. If you do that in combat. Some hitbox adjustment maybe might be in order with some of these attacks, but oh well. On the enemy side. I think I'm about done here though. Good bones. So hopefully it turns into something more substantial. I don't know about the art style. It's fine, I guess. It's not really my thing. This more sci-fi-esque approach to it. Looks fun enough. Nothing really stands out to me too much in a positive or a negative way. Sound effects, well, at the end of the day, a little bit more of everything is needed still, so that's understandable with a project this early in development, so yep, best of luck with that. Yeah, like I said before, the combat feels fun enough, so you definitely got a video game over here. Some of the support systems could use some more work on. In terms of balancing, in terms of player feel, like the tools feeling kind of dead most of the time, for example, since you kind of can't really use one only, then the rest become duds. Fun though. At the core of it, there is a fun game. So best of luck with developing it. Balanced and well-rounded, the blade combines decent speed and damage with reliably available weapon arts and varied combos. Countless. Agile and aggressive, make up for their lack of force with consistent damage output and unmatched variety of combos. Oh, the things that I mentioned with the camera, how much assistance maybe you should give to the player, how easy it is to launch yourself off the ledge maybe, kinda. Worth to maybe consider ironing out that more in the player's favor. And then, with a game like this, aka Roguelite, variety is king. These kind of games gotta live or die often enough when it comes to variety. How fast you get into a position where you already feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, without the game mixing it up too much between runs. Oh well, I'm out here.